talk about something that I have always dreaded as a young girl, which is excitement and feeling happy and excited about something. So much that this year I wasn't excited for my birthday. And I think it needs to be talked about more, like this feeling of being excited and how with constant disappointment we just start getting scared of feeling joyful and excited again. And it's actually sad, so let's address that. Starting with just a little moment from my own life as an example. I wasn't feeling excited for my birthday because one, I don't have friends, but it's like I have a lot of acquaintances that I've now learned with a lot of harsh lessons that there's a difference between friends, close friends, and acquaintances. But I'm in a better position now where I'm like, fudge everything, I'm gonna be happy for my own self. And so about not feeling excited for my birthday initially, it wasn't like I didn't care or I was just very disinterested. Nothing like that. I wanted to be happy and excited. But it's just because somewhere along the way, I learned that excitement could be dangerous. This goes back to when I was in 9th grade. When I was a kid, I noticed a pattern that whenever I got excited for something, it could be a school trip, an occasion, a moment, a trip, anything that I was looking forward to, the more I got excited about it, like I would be jumping around as a girl and I would be so happy and excited to attend it and I would be preparing and stuff, and just at the last moment something or the other would happen. The plan could either get cancelled or I wouldn't be able to go, or it just would turn out completely unexpected, which would crash my entire excitement down. And that kept on happening repeatedly throughout my teenage. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stop getting excited about anything because I literally am seeing a pattern that whenever I get excited and happy about something, like the complete opposite happens. So I got a bit scared, more skeptical, and I was like, okay, this emotion is dangerous. And so after a while, I learned this the hard way, that don't get excited, it only makes disappointment worse. And it was like, it's such a nice feeling to have, you know, you're excited for a trip or a plan or whatever it may be. And excitement in general for anything at all in life is such a beautiful and high frequency emotion. And I would feel sad about the fact that I cannot get excited about anything. This is how I thought as a young girl. So like she went through all those ups and downs, and that's how she developed it at that young age, that okay, I'm not gonna get so happy about something. And so as an adult, when I am in a better position mentally and in a more positive way, I want to address this because it's not just me. We all, and all of our inner child, S, plural, have felt this way. So I stopped letting myself feeling that emotion fully. And I would stay neutral, detached. I would be getting that feeling to be happy about it, whatever it may be. And then I would subside it down, like, no, calm down. And it would make me a bit sad to see myself be that way. Not because I didn't want joy, but because I kind of didn't trust it. But here's the pursuit that I'm actually wanting to embark, which is unlearning this very thing and understanding and accepting that it is okay to be excited in life about anything it may be. Because when I grew up, I started reading about manifestation and I very naturally leaned into spirituality. When I learned more about manifestation, I started correcting my frequency. I started noticing what vibrational state I am at, depending on my mood and thought processes. And so that's when I saw that manifestation literally is that you have to feel so happy and excited about this dream of yours coming true, which is inevitable. It is gonna come true. And so you have to feel as if it's already done, and you have to live in that excitement and joy every single day, so much that it fills your entire body with energy and joy. And that's how you become a magnet for all the miracles and opportunities and your dreams. So that is a high vibrational state, which comes from you living in this joy, gratitude, and excitement, which is complete opposite to what I learned as a kid, that don't be excited, it's gonna be disappointing. Like, don't get excited about this thing because it literally would sabotage the thing I would be excited about. And so it was such a difference and disparity between the two. And in that moment when I was like trying to manifest and stuff, and I was focusing on being more happy, which is also the very essence of life, my nervous system was like, girl, what? We just learned that we are not supposed to be this happy. But then manifestation is literally telling us to be as happy as we can in order to attract all the beautiful things that we deserve. And so it took me a lot of sitting down with my nervous system, with my subconscious, with my inner child, with those past experiences that led me to internalize this fact that I shouldn't be excited and happy about something. And so I saw that because it was so opposite, it was a complete opposite of how I learned to survive and not be disappointed and feel the pain of disappointment after being happy for something. Excitement to me wasn't fulfilling at that age. It wasn't motivating, it was a setup per se. My mind wanted hope, my brain wanted to be happy, my heart wanted to be happy, but my nervous system wanted safety, and the two did not agree. So here's what I actually did to help my nervous system, and something you can do too, which is a different kind of excitement. Something which is predictable, something that does not come as a shock to your nervous system such that it goes in survival mode and trying to protect you, such that it doesn't view that situation that you're wanting to be excited about as a threat, remembering all the past experiences of disappointment. So here's what I did. Like, it wasn't overnight, but I made an intentional, small, quiet choice, which is I started creating tiny moments of joy for me. So moments that I could control and they were predictable. Moments that did not require permission, that were not fragile. Moments that were in my control, so I could use it to my advantage. And suddenly, like slowly but gradually, something like the strong boundaries, the firm, harsh boundaries that I had regarding feeling happy about something and excited and anticipating something in joy. It was a whole dread. Like, I used to be scared of getting happy about something because I was like, okay, this is going to be taken away or it's just going to fly away. So let's not be happy or excited about it. And so what I started doing is I started making these little plans at home and outside, like going to the beach. It's summer right now in Australia and I have become a home couch. What? A homebody? Is that what it's called? Like, I'm always at my apartment and I just go out for my job or something, and then I'm doing freelancing, so that's also from my desk. I edit videos and make videos, that's also from my desk. I just don't step out of my house that much, which is also something I need to work on. And so what I started doing is I made a plan with a couple more acquaintances, and so we went to the beach, and literally I was like, oh, I'll have to get out of the house, so I don't want to go to the beach. Although my heart wanted it, because even like my entire system, I know that I don't go anywhere, and so I wanted to, but then the laziness kicked in. I'm just being very honest. And so I was like, okay, let's go to the beach. And I got myself the beach ball, which was just like a little investment. And then I was actually excited, and literally after so long, I could finally feel the sense and the feeling of excitement about something. And so I realized that excitement doesn't always have to be loud and about the grandeur things. It doesn't have to be massive and about massive plans. It could be these little tiny moments of joy, and you can have these little tiny moments of excitement, and you don't have to be scared that it might sabotage it. It can be gentle, grounded, present, and in the tiniest moments possible. And it can exist without any expectations attached, which is also why I think it used to backfire on me when I was younger, because I would be excited about something and then I would also start expecting things out of it. Like, for example, if it would be a school trip, I would be really excited about it, and I would be imagining what I'm going to do, with whom I'm going to sit, and what kind of hairstyle and all that stuff. And then at the last moment, like, I wouldn't be given permission to go to the trip. So it's just a very little example, but it was a lot for the younger. But yeah, like that sudden shock. So yeah, I also learned that you shouldn't have any expectations attached, and just be happy. Guys, just be happy, be excited, be joyful, be grateful. And so finding light, which I did after this loop of an experience, is that what I noticed is excitement isn't naive, it's vulnerable. Like, it's a vulnerable emotion, especially like even more when you're attaching your expectations to it. And vulnerability feels unsafe when you've been disappointed before, which is what I think was happening with me as well. The second takeaway for you is that you can feel excited without demanding an outcome. Because joy and being joyful and happy doesn't need guarantees and reasons to be valid. You can just be happy. and joyful. And third, the very important one, which is not only specific to this video but to every area of your life, is that it's okay to relearn, to unlearn and relearn emotions at your own pace. I am making this video now, and like I've worked on this now as a grown-up, on this thing as small as feeling excited about something. And so it's such a small thing, but then, you know, I had this, not trauma, it's a big word, but like I had these disappointing memories related and attached to this emotion, such that it's a beautiful emotion in itself that would give me joy, but I just wasn't ready to feel it because of the past experiences that I had. And so as an adult, it's really all about analyzing your childhood, unlearning certain things that are holding you back now, and relearning good things in place of the wrong things or the stale things or the outdated things that are not working for you anymore. And it's okay to relearn even the good emotions, just like this one, feeling happy again. I used to be skeptical about being really happy about something because I was scared it might sabotage it. So something as simple as this. So I want to say that you are not broken or you are not weird for being cautious with something as simple as happiness. You have your own experiences, whatever it may be. I understand that you have had your own experiences, which is what led you to be this way that you are today, to have these boundaries that you have today, to have this avoidance and distance making defense mechanism that you have today, and I have so too. So just to be honest and not to preach, I'm telling you myself that I was a very big avoidant. I still am in some ways, but it's gotten a lot better because I spend time on healing it and understanding where this avoidance is stemming from. And so you're not broken for being cautious with anything, you know. If you're cautious, that means you're protecting yourself. And so slowly but carefully, we can learn to feel happy again, to feel excited again about things and not be scared that it's going to be taken away. Because it's not. And also after becoming spiritual, I've understood that what's meant for you cannot be taken away from you. And if that school trip or that experience or whatever was sabotaged because I was happy, it just wasn't for me then. Maturity, positivity, spirituality is also about realizing that what didn't work for you was for your own good. And what's meant for you will not escape you, will not leave you, will not miss you. So everything that happens and doesn't happen is for your own good. And there's just so much relief in believing that. And so it's not about you being excited, which is what sabotaged it. You were just protected and it was a coincidence and you were young, so you took it in this way that, oh, maybe it's because of me that this happened. No, God and the universe were doing it all along to protect you. And after I realized this myself, I feel so much better now that I now get excited about things. And again, it was just recently that I went to the beach and stuff, so I'm taking baby steps as well. So it's not that, you know, like how all these gurus online teach that they've achieved whatnot. And, you know, of course there's a lot to learn from them, but then, I don't know, I don't want to be a guru. I want to be your best friend and your companion who sits with you and we have a chat and you feel better. And, you know, it's like this comforting conversation, and then we have some beautiful takeaways. We have this beautiful conversation and then we go about our day doing our work with this sense of peace and comfort at the back of our heads that it was a soothing conversation and I feel relieved. I took a deep breath and I feel relaxed. That's the whole point of this channel and these conversations that we have. So, just to say, you do not need to rush it, okay? You do not need to perform joy. Don't force yourself to be happy about something, or don't force yourself to not be happy when you actually want to be excited about something. This is something I also needed to hear when I was younger. You might need to hear this as well, because this is a topic less talked about. And so I just want to put it out there. It's my comfort diary. So this is just a diary episode and it will reach whoever it's meant to reach. And if you're here till the end, I will assume you needed to hear this. So you're allowed to be happy. You are meant for the best things the world and life and the universe has to offer. So be happy, be joyful. Nothing will get sabotaged if you're too happy about something. The more happy you are, the more your frequency is high and the more you will attract more things to be happy about. It's as simple as that. It's physics and it's logic. It's the terms of energy. You be happy and the universe will give you more reasons to be happy about. If you're skeptical about being happy, then the universe will give you more situations where will be skeptical if you should be happy in this situation or not. So why attract confusing situations? Just be happy, be grateful, be joyful, enjoy where you are, and everything will fall into place. Not just like if you're just being happy, everything won't fall into place. You have to do your work, which is also what I learned the hard way. So yeah, let's keep taking action, which is our duty, and be happy in the process, and everything will then definitely fall into place. And so if you need to hear this, I hope this helped. I'll see you in the next video.